is in the making. It is being planned between US State Department and some lobbyists who are working in the US, working for Somaliland. They want Somaliland to be recognized by the US. Firstly, viewers, last night in the live chat, I spoke in detail about meetings in the UK, focusing on the idea of recognition of Somaliland as a country. It does not mean that UK has decided to recognize Somaliland as a country. We must be clear. Discussions are part of strategy making. I told you about David Cameron's meeting with the former defense secretary who has been a champion of recognition of Somaliland. Given is his name. Then a British news source published a report about these meetings. So UK, it's not that UK is going to recognize Somalia as a country, but discussions are ongoing there. What is happening in the US? While Somaliland is hearing good news from UK, it has stepped up its lobbying efforts in the US as well. Just a few hours ago, I received information about a likely meeting between Somaliland lobbyists and US State Department. Meeting is going to happen in coming days. It has been decided, reported. This is going to be the first meeting between Somaliland lobbyists and US State Department. I am not aware of any meeting before this one. It means Somaliland lobbyists are gaining access to US State Department. By the way, who is behind the organizing of this meeting and what is US official position? US official position is one-Somaliya. It criticized Ethiopia Somaliland MOU, saying it could disrupt the fight against Al-Shabaab. US State Department issued a statement calling for respect for Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty. US is supportive of one-Somaliya. At the same time, US wants to have good ties with Somaliland. US has been considering the idea of establishment of a military base in Somaliland. Somaliland has become relevant now because of the confrontation between Houthi fighters, Yemeni Houthi fighters, and Western forces, including US naval forces too. So, the meeting reportedly is going to be between Molly Fee staff. Molly Fee is the US Assistant Secretary of State for Africa Affairs. He's the one who's in charge of US State Department when it comes to East Africa. Very influential, by the way. Molly Fee is more influential than Ethiopian ambassadors in this region. She's more influential than US Special Envoy to the Horn of Africa, Mike Hammer. She has been in this position for some time. We have seen several special envoys come and go. Molly Fee is here. She's very influential. And we know she is supportive of one-Somaliya policy as well. But Somaliland has stepped up its lobbying efforts. I told you in the live chat last night that Somaliland has hired several lobbying firms, especially in the US, in the parts of the world to get recognition from these countries. Recognition has not come, but at least Somaliland wants to engage itself with the US. Maybe it wants to offer something to the US, maybe it wants to inform the US State Department about its position regarding unification with Somalia or regarding recognition. So let's see what happens. I'm monitoring this development. I know who is behind the organizing of this meeting. I won't disclose the names. Perhaps it wouldn't be right. But only confirmation is that a US institute, a fellow working there, is basically organizing this meeting. He's mediating between Somaliland lobbyists and US State Department. Overall, I said last night, by the way, in live chat, that Somaliland's case for recognition is gaining international attention now because of the MOU signed by Somaliland with Ethiopia. That is why I say Somaliland won't withdraw from the MOU, no matter what happens, because it is coming under international limelight. It has been seeking recognition for decades. For the first time, it is seeing an opportunity. That is why Somaliland, fully committed to MOU, it has stepped up its lobbying activities in Europe and America to be recognized as a country for which it has been struggling for decades.